Hello world, Shelly here, and today we're going to do another episode of Foundation Fest where I'm going to check out from L'Oreal the new Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation SPF50 retails for $15.99. There are 30 different shades listed on L'Oreal's website. You get 1 fluid ounce of product. I've got the second lightest shade, which is number 15, Rose Ivory. This is described as formulated with SPF 50, vitamin B3, and hydrating serum for all-day hydration. It evens tone and provides a natural radiant finish. Lightweight formula does not settle into lines. Finally, makeup specially designed for mature skin. Age Perfect by L'Oreal Paris Cosmetics Radiant Serum Foundation is a carefully formulated foundation for mature skin, formulated with vitamin B3 and hydrating serum, repeating themselves, blah, 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 blah. All the rest is a repeat of what they said in the first paragraph. So, this all sounds good. I'm glad they carefully formulated and not carelessly formulated it. But let's take a look at the second lightest shade, 15 Rose Ivory, swatched against a few others in my collection. First up is today's foundation, the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. This is in the current second lightest shade, L15. Next up, also from L'Oreal, I've got the Infallible Pro Glow in shade 201 Classic Ivory. Third up, I've got the CYO Life Proof in 101. Fourth is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate in shade F3. And last up, I've got from Wet n Wild the Photo Focus Dewy Foundation in shade Shell Ivory. You like my St. Patrick's Day too soon? Too soon? Yeah, I've been waiting for this all year. I have already cleansed, moisturized, and sunscreened this 45-year-old face. I have some sun damage I like to cover up. Large pores, texture between the old eyebrows. I have already primed with the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. I need a brush. I will go in on one side of my face with a dampened sponge. This is from AOA Studios on Shop Miss A. The little animal sponges, they're like $1, and then they donate to animal shelters. Other side, I would use my last clean e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I feel like I just washed all my brushes, and all of a sudden they're all dirty again. How? Why? How? How? Because you keep putting makeup on your face. Okay, we have a squeezy tube. Let's see here. True to claim so far, this is blending out easily. I think it does have a radiant finish to it. It does not yet seem to be clinging to any of my dry patches, particularly around my nostril. No issues yet there. Pretty light coverage. I still see sunspots coming through, but it does seem to be doing a pretty nice job at blurring pores and smoothing out texture. Like, this is the textured side of my face, and I feel like it is pretty nicely smoothed out. Let's try the brush side. I think the coverage might be a tiny smidge bit more full on the brush side, but I really like the finish on both sides. I think finish-wise they look equally smooth, equally well blended, so preference, whatever you prefer, sponge or brush, I think is going to be okay. This is phenomenally smooth looking on the skin. I think it is going to be a little too dewy for some people. We'll see if setting it helps tone it down a little bit. I feel a little bit shiny, you know, like I have no highlight on and I'm really reflecting off my cheekbones, I feel like, in the monitor here. Now, I do have a new light setup. I'm still getting used to it, so, but I'm properly exposed right now according to my camera settings, so we are getting quite a bit of bounce back of light. I have some product left from what I had pumped out. I'm just going to go a tiny bit right on my sunspots and my little friend, my blue blood vessel that runs right through the middle of my freaking face here, and just see if I can get that a little bit more coverage. This is definitely it feels like a serum. but it does still give coverage. I mean, it's not full coverage, of course, but for a serum type of foundation, that's really nice coverage. I'd say we're pushing medium where I built it up, and it doesn't look heavy on the skin. I'm kind of impressed right now. This is kind of looking kind of nice. So far, nothing is settling into my Meredith Grey wrinkle. Let's take a look. I've got pretty even coverage everywhere. I feel like redness is pretty well canceled out. I'm not getting any settling into smile lines or my wrinkles around my mouth. Nothing is settling into my forehead lines. I feel like everything looks really smooth. There are a couple spots where I can just kind of tell it's makeup on the skin, but I've got makeup on my skin. So it's really not clinging to the dry skin around my nostrils. It's clinging maybe a tiny, tiny bit to the texture between my eyebrows, but really not bad at all. I have to be looking in the 10x mirror to even notice that. So far, so good. I'm really liking how this looks. The shade, I think, is potentially a smidge too dark for me. If it oxidizes at all, I think it will be a little bit too dark. There is one shade lighter. In the swatches on the internet, it looked like there's a pretty big jump between the lightest shade and this second lightest shade. So, but, you know, I had to order this online. I couldn't find any place to swatch it. I got mine from Walgreens. It does not appear to be in Ulta yet, so I haven't been able to swatch the lightest shade anywhere, but I'm kind of digging where we're at the moment. Let's check the time. 10:21. Let me go put the rest of my face on. I'll be right back. So far, so good with the Age Perfect foundation. No trouble blending concealer into it. I'm also filming a review of the Age Perfect concealer today. I did end up setting everything very lightly with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder because it just stayed a little bit tacky. That did take down a little bit of the shine, but I don't feel like it took down the sort of radiance to the complexion. I'm really liking the finish of this. I think it is going to be a little too dewy for some people, but I'm very much enjoying it. Rest of my face, I've got my Revolution Ultra Bronze, the Wet n Wild re-release of the Pearlescent Pink Blush. Highlight is Natasha Denona Super Glow. Then I realized I had to leave for work in 6 minutes, so it's now, actually, right now I'm supposed to be leaving. Carity Come As You Are is my super quick eye look today. I am once again wearing from Essence the Volume Booster Lash Primer and the Volume Hero Mascara. I like them. I still like my CoverGirl combo a little bit better, but I do like these. And my lip is from CoverGirl the Exhibitionist Gloss. This is in the shade Tiger Eye. 150 Tiger Eye. There you have it. I'll be back with a daylight check-in in a bit, and I will come back tonight, give you guys my final thoughts. Hey guys, we are about 5 hours in. I just got a look in bathroom lighting and still looking pretty good. I think the shade is just a smidge too dark, but in terms of the quality of the finish, still very pretty. I don't think it looks greasy or shiny. I think it is still looking nice on texture and pores. I think it is generally nice looking, and also not too bad on my nose, even though I accidentally snorted up a bunch of Diet Coke when I very awkwardly don't know how to use a straw, and had to touch my nose to not die of Diet Coke inhalation. So it really doesn't look too bad considering. Oh, the hair is blowing. There we are, 5 hours in, doing all right. I'll be back tonight. We'll wrap this one up. 11:18 p.m. That puts us just past the 12-hour mark. Let's take a look at how the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation held up. Let's talk comfort. Very comfortable. Lightweight feeling. Definitely feels hydrating. I feel no dryness whatsoever in my skin. That is fantastic. Let's take a look up close and see how it wore. I feel like we have a very exceptionally graceful degradation. If I had to think of a way to describe this, I would say that the coverage where I'm losing it is just sort of vanishing. It's not caking up, it's not gunking up, it's not settling into pores, it's not settling into lines, it's not doing anything gross. It is just Where it's had its fill, it's gone. But the thing is, you can't really tell where that's happening. Like, it's a very graceful degradation. I mean, we are at the 12-hour mark right now. And dewy foundations of all the kinds, if something's going to disappear and move around on your face, it's going to be a foundation that's dewy, and this one really doesn't move around. It did not move around at all on me. It is not accentuating any lines whatsoever. It's not settling into them. It's not separating along them. It's still exceptionally smoothing. I feel like the texture of my skin looks a lot smoother than it really is. I've got a little bit of redness coming through on my nose, and in terms of in between my eyebrows, I think it looks almost identical to the way it looked this morning. I mean, not much has changed, and what has changed really isn't, it's degrading very gracefully. I love the finish. I think it is very pretty. All the times I caught myself in a mirror throughout the day in, ugly bathroom lighting, fluorescent lighting, you name it, I really liked how this foundation looked. It's SPF50. Yeah. I'm checking the sunscreen on the back. It is a combo mineral and chemical sunscreen. This stuff's good, you guys. It's really nice. I really, 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 really like this. It's got a really nice shade range. I mean, of course, 10, 20 more shades would be fantastic. But for a drugstore new release, 30 shades? You guys, I almost feel like I'm being punked or something. Like, how can this be? It's pretty good. If I had to give a grade to the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation for dry and maturing skin, this is a flat out A, and it's a pretty doggone good one too. Like, it's up there. This is up there. I wish it was cruelty free. I don't even think I have any other wishes. How often do you guys see me speechless? I'm also today reviewing the concealer in the same line. And spoiler alert, I don't know which one's going to go up first, but it left me speechless too. I'll let you figure out which way, to the positive or the negative. But yeah, we got an A on our hands, which is nice because I had a really long day at work today. And some good news does my soul good. There you have it. We got an A. We have an A on the books. Ring the bell. What bell? I don't know. More cowbell? All right. We got an A. Congrats, L'Oreal Age Perfect. You win in my book. That's good stuff. Another Foundation Fest episode in the books. Let me know in the comments down below what foundations you would like to see next. If you have not checked out my list of foundation reviews, I've got over 180 of them. Go to Foundation Fest. Nope. Go to geekoutofwater.com. Click the Foundation Fest link. There's a ranked, sortable, searchable spreadsheet of all of my foundation reviews. At that link, you can swipe through them for all the data. And I've got top 10 lists of top 10 cruelty-free, top 10 drugstore, top 10 high-end. It's all on there. Go check out geekoutofwater.com. It's where I store all that good stuff. Let me know what you would like to see next. Have you tried this one? Was it good for you? Was it as good for you as it was for me? I would love to know. Let me know down in the comments. And as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. Come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time for new videos. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.